everyone, welcome to Debbie Vine. This channel is all about lifestyle, about faith, and about coaching. I hope you enjoy it. Today we're going to be talking about my journey with the keto diet. My journey with the keto diet. Honestly, as a mother, as a wife, I've gone through different stages in my life, and I got to a stage where I looked at myself in the mirror and I couldn't recognize the woman before the mirror anymore. I had gained so much weight. I was so unfit. I couldn't do anything without breathing as though I was going to die, and I just knew that something had to change. I'd seen my sister do the Cambridge diet, and I thought that was not for me. There was no way I was going to survive on a shake and a piece of chicken. And I was like, what can I do that would allow me to eat, but also allow me to just, lose the weight, like have my cake and eat it? And I remember I used to go to the gym, and I would gym so much. I had a personal trainer, but I couldn't stop eating. The food was a problem for me. And, I just thought there must be something that I can do. Honestly, there must be something that I can do to lose weight, So I really focused on it. I really decided that this was something that I was going to focus on and get a result at. My cousin introduced me to a keto club. I think it was on Facebook. It was on Facebook, yes. And I started with them. Well, I was actually listening to, watching their videos and listening to all those kind of information about keto. And I thought, you know what, let me start. And I started it. And funny enough, I lost weight. I lost weight. I was quite shocked. And I thought, oh, this could be something that I could do. And then I decided to take it a little bit further and become more accountable. I became more accountable and joined a WhatsApp group. And I'm even trying to remember the name. I'll put it in the description. I can't remember the name at the moment. But basically, I joined this accountability group. I had to pay for it. And I decided to join, put my weight down, and start posting the food that I was eating based on the keto diet. I remember when I started, my first week, I lost 4 kg. Hey! 4 kg in 1 week. I was hooked. I was definitely hooked. And that encouraged me to keep moving. I had so much to lose that I thought if I could be losing 4 kg, then, there was hope. The week after, I did not lose 4 kg. I probably lost about 2. And then the week after that, maybe about 1. But it was sort of like carrying on. I was still losing. It didn't matter that it wasn't 4 kg, but I kept losing weight. Now, the other good thing about the keto diet was I was eating till I was full. I was able to eat as much as I could. At that time, I was quite big. I think I was probably about 88 kg or so, going towards 90. And I was quite concerned. I wasn't doing any exercise because every time I tried to do exercise, it just wasn't working. Let's just say it wasn't working. So I just focused on the keto. And to be honest, doing the keto, they always advise you to do not too much strenuous exercise, because keto is all about reducing your carbohydrates and increasing your healthy fats and a bit more protein, I believe. So I was doing this, and these are the things that I noticed about keto. Number one, I used to have a coffee and coconut oil every single day. I used to have coffee and coconut oil, and I used to have some form of sweetener. Zitrol. I can never pronounce it properly, but I'd have that every single day, and it stopped me from being hungry for most of the day. I ended up seeing myself eating only having the coffee in the morning and having just a dinner at night. So basically I was intermittent fasting. Number 2, because I wasn't taking sugar, I wasn't taking sweets, drinks, anything, just water and my coffee, I found out that my sweet tooth, which was always a challenge for me, reduced to nothing. I did not crave any sweet thing at all. I didn't crave any sweet thing, and that shocked me. I couldn't understand how I didn't want chocolate, or I didn't want sweet, or I didn't want anything like that. I wasn't interested, and that really helped me carry on with this keto. Thirdly, I noticed that I was losing quite a lot, quite drastically, and it was showing on me. My husband encouraged me and thought, "Oh, this is good. This is working," and it was good. But the other thing was that it introduced me into vegetables because I wasn't eating enough vegetables prior to the diet. It was all about rice. It was all about eating carbs, plantain, eating yam. The only veg I would have is if I'm having pounded yam and I was having a four with it. It introduced me to vegetables. It introduced me to trying to eat more what's it called, cauliflower, lettuce, broccoli, all these other things, cabbage. Cabbage was so good. I was eating all these things and I was being introduced to these veg. Not that I never ate them before, but I never ate them regularly. It wasn't really a sustainable part of my diet at the time. But the thing that I would do was I would stir fry it with coconut oil, and that would make it taste so nice with all the meat and the chicken and all sorts of things. I would put it in there and I'd eat it and I'd be full. And I always ate till I was full, Okay, so the next thing that the keto diet introduced me to was making what would you call it, a meal, like when you have pounded yam, substituting it for with a vegetable. So basically using cabbage or cauliflower to make a meal so that I could eat it with my efo, which is vegetable spinach, and I do it that way. I tried that a few times, but it just seemed like a lot, so I just didn't bother anymore. But the one thing that I remember I had to do was I ate a lot of cabbage. And to be honest, I wasn't hungry. The other thing was that it taught me how to plan. I had to make sure that I always had that food that I could eat around me, or else I'd be in trouble. Now, the other thing was that I had to make sure that when I was at work, I had access to maybe boiled eggs if I was hungry during the day, or I'd have to have something like mayonnaise with it to increase the fat content. I had to plan. The planning was important. Okay, that was fantastic. Now, the challenges that I faced with keto was I couldn't eat what I would normally eat. So I was eating out of my norm. And I always knew that when I hit my weight, I would go back to what I was used to. And when I did, the weight piled back on. Yes, it did. It piled back on. Not immediately, but gradually it piled back on. Secondly, I got fed up of not having to be able to do exercises because my carbs content was so low. Anytime I tried to do any kind of form of exercise, I would have extreme cramps in my stomach, extreme cramps down my leg, and I felt that the keto diet contributed to that. What else? I felt that I was drinking too much coffee. I was worried about the amount of coffee that I was drinking. I felt that the coffee that I was drinking was not the norm, and it would have some other consequences that I wasn't aware of because I hadn't really done much research. So I didn't want to carry that on for the rest of my life. I felt that I needed to start doing some kind of healthier diet, what I call healthier diet, more moderate, more controlled. There's so many different bits of information out there about keto. I don't really know which one is the truth. I don't really know which one is the right bit of information. Should I really be doing this for the rest of my life or not? So I decided to start going healthy by going to the gym, by doing exercises, and by eating healthy. And to be honest, it is a journey. It is a journey, and I'm on it. So this is my story about keto. As you can see, the pictures I've put up there, there's a drastic difference. I'm always tempted to go back. For me, it's a kind of thing that if I want to lose weight fast, I'd go straight to keto. But if I want to lose weight properly and I want to sustain it, I would eat healthy veg, healthy food, exercise, and I would lose weight that way. It's a choice. Everyone has got one. But, this is my view. I hope it really encouraged you and inspired you, or gave you a bit more information on, my take of my journey with the keto diet. Take care. Bye. you.